Hi, Mariana.
How are you doing today?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. So I have a couple of questions for you. My first question for today, I would like to know, how do you start getting involved with the community?
I started getting involved in the community about 15 years ago, roughly, a little bit more. I was a member of the community, so I started to be an active volunteer, and then I realized there was a lot of work that needed to be done. So then I started to get myself more and more involved in the community that way.
What inspired you to do this project?
I got inspiration from a lot of people, but in specific for this project, we really wanted to focus on trans women of color, specifically around mental health, self-love, trans care, and just really to talk about some of those topics that haven't really been touched on specifically with trans women of color.
Wow, that's fantastic. What would you tell to new generations of trans people?
I think for the new generation or the generation that's coming up of trans people, specifically to young trans women of color, to be brave, to be inspired, don't be scared to take the lead on, because it's been so long that a lot of younger trans women of color has been in the background. So I think it really be powerful and engaging to have them be leaders now in the community.
Yeah, I agree with you. What about what do you expect that's going to happen with this project? What is going to be your inspiration for the future?
The inspiration, the vision for this project and the video series is really to educate service providers around the issues, both negative and positive, that specifically trans women of color experience. So to talk about the realities of that experience when accessing services. Hopefully service providers will see these videos and they will help them to help reduce barriers so trans women of color in specific can access services without barriers or fear along those lines.
Well, I'm truly excited about this, and I think it's going to be a magnific project, and the results are going to be more than needed, more than useful for future generations. Thank you so much
for sure.
answering
Thank
my
you.
questions.
This is going to be great. It'll be a great series.
Yeah.